Hello everyone, what's up? It's me again, Junkmaster 3, and what do you know? I'm tired. I am back with the new video, and this particular video is going to be the five best films that I watched during the month of April. So yeah, let's get started right away. First off, at number five we have the Crazies from 2010. So this is the remake to George A. Romero's original classic film from the 70s. I would say I'm not sure if I'm in the minority of this, but I actually appreciated this one a little bit more than the original one. Don't get me wrong, the original one is really good, but you can sort of see that they struggled with their budget in the original one. Now this one pretty much had a much bigger budget and better production value in general, I would say. And this is just really dark and really creepy as well. It's sort of like a survival type film in general. You get to know these characters really well, and they're established very well as well. So I would say so. Yeah. Anyway, the Crazies at number five, the remake, so to say. So yeah. So at number four we have The Edge from 1997 with Anthony Hopkins and one of the Baldwins, Alec Baldwin. Yeah. Now I would say this is a I mean, I love films that takes place out in nature in general. It's just something about it. It just feels like it takes a whole lot of more effort to make a really great film out in the wilderness or like out in the wild than to just do it in some studio somewhere. And maybe that's the reason why I appreciate these type of films so much. So, but anyway, The Edge from 1997. I would say not the chemistry, but the kind of like the acting between Anthony Hopkins and Alec Baldwin is a really great. I would say there is a really stupid strange twist towards the end of the film that I just didn't care for at all. I just felt like that was just shoved in there just for the sake of having a twist in there. I thought that was really stupid. They could have just forgotten about that. So, but anyway, The Edge overall though is a really good film. So yeah, The Edge at number four. Now I did mention in the previous top five of the month video that I had watched. That the best one in that month was Perfect Blue by a particular director, Satoshi, what's his name? Satoshi Kon, I believe. Yeah, and this one is also directed by him, and I also mentioned this one a little bit as well. So at number three we have Paprika, not as good as Perfect Blue, but still a really interesting and weird film. It's sort of like this animated film is like sort of like they sort of dream things, and the dreams kind of like intervene with the real life. So sometimes they don't know if they're inside the dream or if they are in fact in reality or like in real life. So I thought that was really strange and really cool in a way. Definitely a film I can see myself rewatching just to catch other things about it that I just didn't see the first time I watched it. So, but anyway, yeah, Paprika at number three. Now at number two is a Alfred Hitchcock classic that I for some reason have never seen before. So the film is called Rare Window from 1954. Yeah, with James Stewart. James Stewart is always great in his films in general, I would say. This is, I mean, I know it's sort of like supposed to be like this weird thriller, mystery, murder case in general, and that sounds really creepy as well. I mean, in general, but I would say it's sort of like a weird. That's the thing with Alfred Hitchcock. He makes some of those like mystery thriller films to be cozy in a way. I know that sounds really strange when you talk about murders and stuff, but it just has a special type of atmosphere to them. I think you probably know what I'm talking about. But so, yeah, a really great film in general. I think people probably talked about this film to death. So yeah, Rare Window from 1954 at number two. Now the next one really surprised me. This is actually a film that I watched in the cinemas, and the film is called Renfield. And yeah, this is with what's his name, Nicolas Cage, of course, and what's the other guy's name, Nicholas Holt, I believe. Um, I really appreciated this film. This was like sort of like a new spin on the whole vampire genre. It sort of like has some similarities with the old school Dracula with Bela Lugosi. They actually have a little weird, sort of like an homage to the original like Dracula or like the Bela Lugosi Dracula in the beginning of the film, which I thought was really cool. So it's sort of like that story, but they have a whole new twist to it about Renfield, and he's kind of like he's fed up with Dracula to be his servant and stuff. So he decides to just go out on his own in the wild world and just explore basically. And then he realizes, oh, I don't want to be the servant of Dracula anymore. Um, Really interesting storyline, really memorable characters, and the humor worked really well, I would say. Usually, with newer films, I think the humor just doesn't work too well. And in this one, I thought it was really good. Some of the, I would say, I thought this was sort of like a nice throwback to old school vampire films like Fright Night. That's what it kind of reminded me of, like the whole like great atmospheric feeling to it. One thing that I mean, I did really like the blood and gore effects in general, but I would say some of the blood effects from time to time looked really bad. Like CG blood. I mean, CG and blood is never a good combination. That's really hard to make good or make great, really. So, but anyway, Renfield. If you haven't seen this one, and if you're a fan of Nicolas Cage, or if you are a fan of vampire films in general, go check this one out. I really, really appreciated this one. I didn't think I was gonna like it as much as I did. So, yeah. Anyway, Renfield at number one. So there you go. That's the top five of the month for the month of April. Now I'm gonna focus on maybe another ranking video. I know I made a ranking video of Wes Craven's films lately. I'm probably gonna make another one with either Dario Argento or George A. Romero, I believe. I have still yet to see some of those films that I have in my collection, so it could take a while. So maybe it's gonna be another update video right out of this one. So, but anyway, take care and see you in the next video. Bye bye.